evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 12 rounds of heavyweight action. And the anticipation for this bout has grown as the week has gone on. A lot of talk behind these two. Now it's time to walk the walk. The Cannon's making his way to the ring with a determined giddy-up in his step. Miller's got a target on his opponent from the moment he steps out of that locker room to every step he takes during this ring walk. You can see exactly what's in his scope.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
The opening bell of this scheduled 12-rounder here. A much-anticipated fight. Round one underway. The Cannon's edge is speed. He can get in and out. He can get you offensively. He can get away from you defensively.
Yeah, he has radial tires, and you got to take some air out of those tires. No better place or way to do that than go downstairs.
Good job protecting himself. A headshot blocked. The Cannon's right hand scores well. Parries that punch away. Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Halfway through round number one. Banking away a body shot with the right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs. Able to dismiss that body shot. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Right to the head with that right. Good, solid right hand lands. Big shot there. Oh, right off the bat, he goes down. Round number one, and he's on the floor.
Came out a little careless, and he paid a price.
Sense of a flash knockdown there. You can see he's not too damaged. his opponent better be careful. He's still got a live guy opposite him.
Oh, yeah, he definitely does. And believe me, the best indicated that he didn't really hurt him, his opponent's not coming after him. He knows that he's okay. He knows that that wasn't one of those big shots that really debilitates a guy.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. And that's the end of round one. Miller's coming off a round where he scored big. He scored the knockdown. I suppose right now he's got to think to himself, Teddy, how did I do that, and how can I do that again?
He should think that to himself. That's what his corner's there for, to remind him. You know how you did it? Do it again.
There you go.
He seems fully recovered to me. Here we are, the start of a new round, and a fighter that got tagged hard in the last round seems as fresh as could be.
Well, when you push a fighter, when you push a human being to a dark place, that's when you're going to find out what's bright inside of them, what's great inside of them. And he's responding just that way.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. The Cannon's blocking ability is doing well for him there. One of the fastest punches in the game. You see how he just turns over that hook. Way to block there. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Blocks the headshot. You know, boxing is a global sport. I think sometimes in North America we lose touch of that, but boxing is such a global sport, and every little region of the country defines its fighters differently, and the fighters are defined by where they come from. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. He goes from damaged goods to defensive goods.
Yeah, because right now he's fighting on instinct. He's doing things without even thinking, just automatic things, things that he was taught 5 years ago, 3 years ago, that maybe he thought about, but he didn't do. Now they're just coming out. He's just naturally surviving.
A little head hunting with the right. The Cannon's really revealing something here, Teddy. He's giving you the mentality that, hey, it's desperation time. I went down, so now I got to go for broke.
Exactly, and what that's also telling me as a trainer is that if he doesn't catch the eye, if he doesn't get lucky right now, he's putting all his eggs in one basket. He might not be ready to go another round.
Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. Final 10 seconds. Committing to the body work now. He lands the right hand. And that does it for this round. Miller's effectiveness really damaged his opponent in that last round. It's like a whole new fighter out there. Look at him as we start this round. Remember what happened to him in the last round. Now he's up on his toes.
Yeah, well, remember what happened to him in the last round. That's what we say, but he doesn't say that. He's putting that out. He's putting it into the rearview mirror. He's going forward down the road with a lot of hope, a lot of vigor, a lot of confidence.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. You know, we're early in this fight, but the Cannon's energy may come into question soon. He's throwing a lot of punches, Teddy.
Yeah, and his mental energy, too. I'm wondering if he's getting a little discouraged that his opponent is not showing a lot of effect from all those shots.
Miller's strategy has been to control things on the outside, and the jab fits perfectly into it.
Yeah, what it's done is it's set up his defense. He's kept his opponent defensive, kept him off balance, off stride, and it's also set up his power shots whenever he's wanted to.
And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. There's the combo to the body. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Not able to land the uppercut. The Cannon scoring with that right hand. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? He clearly came in with a strategy here tonight, Teddy, and so many times it's, hey, I'm going to bang that drum.
Yeah, he is banging that drum. That drum happens to be the body, and he figures that he's going to try to move on him, so start doing it early on, and later on, he's going to have a guy in front of him.
Trying to go downstairs, but off target. 10 seconds to go in this third round.
You gotta watch the water in the corner. Too much. Yeah, we'll get him. We'll get him. Yeah.
The quick takeaway from the first 3 rounds is that one guy's got the higher punch output, the other one's lagging behind. As we start round number 4, Teddy's scorecard 3 rounds to none.
Yeah, the one guy with the high punch rate, the reason he's winning and the reason why he's effective is he's in the geography of the ring he needs to be, in tight.
Miller's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Straight right was lined up, but he missed. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. What an intense hook landed by Miller. He just missed that shot up top. Ten seconds to go in the fourth. Miller's really impressing us here tonight. That last round, boy, he was on top of his game and all over his opponent. Laid out some serious damage there.
Yeah, I noticed that he's starting to land that uppercut a little bit. The only thing that I wouldn't be satisfied with what he did the last round. I would just look forward for confidence to do more as sort of a good roadmap to maybe even get a knockout victory here. Put something on top of those uppercuts. You know the uppercut's landing. Now put something up top.
There you go.
Teddy, I got to be honest with you. Based on what we saw in that last round, I didn't think we'd be broadcasting this round. I thought the fight would be over. It may be soon if his opponent can jump on him.
But this could be his only chance. I don't think he can last much longer. Maybe this is the moment where you expect your opponent to come after you fast. Maybe you grit yourself, you plant your feet, you draw a line in the sand, so to speak, and you nail him coming in.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Halfway into round number 5 here. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Miller. The Cannon's fighting this fight as if somebody glued the bottom of his shoes to the canvas, Teddy.
Somebody should check that right now. If I was in the corner, I'd call the referee over and say, hey, can you check that for me?
They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Last 10 seconds. This round is in the books, And it looks like the gas tank on this fighter may be heading towards empty here. What is this, a case of guys just not putting in the road work and the conditioning prior to a fight?
No, you got to figure he came in. His weight was good. Scales don't lie. We looked at the weight. He came in pretty good condition. I think what it is now he's starting to get broken down a little bit, physically and mentally. The other guy is starting to impose himself on him.
You got to watch the water in the corner. Too much.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. Nice block by Miller. Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. You know, many times we talk about the fact that, hey, at least he's throwing punches, but that's all you can say in this case because he's not landing many of these.
No, they're being blocked or they're missing. They're definitely not landing clean, and you have to give credit to the other fighter being that good defensively.
Miller's putting forth a great combination there. Halfway through round 6. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. And he just holds on there. Not an accurate hook at all. The Cannon's work rate is impressive, Teddy, but his connect percentage is not.
No, there's two reasons for it. So one is his opponent. His opponent is pretty smart there. You know, he's not just standing there saying, hey, hit me. He's moving, he's being smart defensively. The other thing is the punches are a little too wide. Needs to shorten them up a little.
Zones in on that overhand right. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Miller. Miller's performance tonight has made this a one-sided fight throughout. Here we are in the later stages of this fight, and it's just more of the same.
Yeah, I love the way he's putting punches together. Sometimes when you're finding it so easy, such easy going, it's easy to fall into the trap one shot at a time and you start loading up. Not him. Keeps putting them together.
Yeah, we'll get him.
And we are underway with the second half of this fight. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Good way to protect the midsection. Miller's ability to stay on the outside and to score and control this fight is very impressive. I know as a trainer, you got to love this.
Yeah, exactly. I think that he watched Clint Eastwood in Dirty Harry. You know, Clint Eastwood used to say, a man must know his limitations. And, of course, you have to know your adversary's weaknesses. Well, right now, that homework, that understanding is showing up.
At the halfway point of round 7. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. See how he targets that hook? Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Miller's making this so that it's becoming a very frustrating night for his opponent. I mean, when your defense is that sharp, it can just drive your opponent crazy.
Yeah, it can. First of all, it can start to break down. You know, we always look at the physical things in life and anything. You know, you're pounding a guy and you're going to break the guy down. Hey, if you're just smart and you're slick like this guy and you're making a guy miss, you start to break him down. He's breaking the guy down that way.
10 seconds to go in this round. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own.
You got any more of these? I'll do one. Hold it. More gloves? Yeah. Right up. Clean up. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, we'll get him. We'll get him.
Miller's been making a point of working harder. He's the busier fighter, throwing more punches. And as we start round number 8, he's up big on Teddy's scorecard.
Well, he's getting a little opposition. I mean, the other guy must have a big bank account or something. You know what the other guy's corner should do?
What?
They should tell him that they just got a phone call from his wife, and guess what? All the money's gone.
They got to create urgency.
All the money's gone. You know, something happened. Your accounts are all zero. You better start fighting.
Able to cover up that gut. Miller's employing one of the 3 facets of good fundamental defense, and right now he's using the legs.
Yeah, he is, and that is one of the facets. The other is to block, the other is to move your head. And right now he's controlling range. What his opponent has to do now is look to get into a place where maybe he can time him. Time him as he steps out.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Miller. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by the Cannon. Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. Nice block. And that's the end of round 8. Miller's in a position now where he should be able to bring home a win. If things stay the way they are, he's clearly headed towards a win.
Yeah, I have my head on my scorecard, but he has to make sure he doesn't, like in football, go into that prevent defense. If he starts just moving, just staying away a little bit, now the things that were keeping his opponent from coming in that front door, well, guess what? They're not there no more. His opponent could get back into this fight.
There you go.
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking, how much more of this will we see? Hard to envision this fight going the distance with how lopsided it's been. Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Miller's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. Wow, is he defensively sound. Miller is showing us a great display of one of the best elements of defense, Teddy, and that is your ability to make your man miss by moving your head.
And now what his opponent has to do is he has to understand, hopefully he's been taught this, that yeah, the head moves, but the body doesn't. The body is stationary right in front of you. Right now his opponent should not be going to that head. He should be going downstairs.
Halfway through the 9th round. Wow, impactful short hook got to him that time. That's not gonna, there it is! Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time. He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. Able to get rid of that one. Here in these later rounds, we've just seen a consistent trend, and that is precise, good, clean punching by Miller.
And that's because he's in control on both sides. What I mean by that is offensively getting off first, but defensively, he's making a miss too and throwing it right back at him.
There you go. That's the Whatever, use more water. Go ahead.
As we start a new round, Teddy, this seems basically hopeless for him. He's been knocked down numerous times tonight.
Well, you never know. I mean, you go back to the 1980 Olympics, and of course you have that great call, do you believe in miracles? But only thing, nobody was punching that hockey team in the face.
Well-placed counter punch by Miller. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. And there he counters back against his opponent. The Cannon's sticking to his game plan, regardless of the fact that he's been down in this fight.
Yeah, in one breath you could compliment him for it, Joe. You could say he understands who he is. He understands his identity. He's going to win or lose with that. But on the other hand, there are some changes he has to be aware of.
Halfway through round 10. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. The Cannon's dealing with the aftermath of being rocked, but yet he hasn't changed anything. He's still sticking with that style.
Well, that means panic has not set in. That's a good thing, Joe. He still believes he can get this thing done the way he came here to get it done.
Blocks that punch. Counting down towards the end of the 10th round. 10 seconds to go. Three minutes gone by in this round.
You gotta watch the water in the corner. Too much.
Go.
That's the best.
Whatever, use more water.
Go ahead. I got more.
Let me put forth a word that I think is very important right now as I look at your scorecard, and we're starting round number 11. The Cannon's down, significantly down on your scorecard. Urgency.
Yeah, right now, you know what I'm saying to him in the corner? We're going into a time machine. I got a time machine here, and I'm going to allow you to go into tomorrow. Go forward to tomorrow. How do you want to feel tomorrow? It's right there. How do you want to feel?
Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. defense just covering up down low. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Good job staying away from the danger there. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by the Cannon. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. "90 seconds to go in this 11th round. Scores well to the head with the right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. See, that's the work they want to see with the right hand by Miller. Miller's jab is now carrying this fight for him from the outside.
Yeah, because the jab is carrying the fight. You know, it all starts with that jab. And right now, that jab is leading the way.
He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Miller. So another round comes to an end that, Teddy, when you put pen to paper, you're putting down the very same way. He's up by a lot here.
Yeah, he is up by a lot. And the good news for him is he's up by a lot in his kind of fight. You know, it's going to pay the kind of pace he wants and in the dimensions that he wants.
You gotta watch the water in the corner. Too much.
It is the final round. Here they go. Gets rid of that body shot. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Good defensive skill. Miller's movement and a top-notch right hand by the Cannon. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Halfway through this 12th and final round. Blocks that punch. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Last dance, last chance. Last minute of the last round. On the mark, the counter punch by Miller. Miller's defense is paying off now. Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. That was a dominating performance tonight.
Yeah, this is one you would think there's no drama in the reading of the scorecards.
Let's hear those scorecards and send it up to the ring. Miller's dominating performance gets the payoff with the decision. A unanimous decision. Teddy, your scorecard reflects that as well.
It was an easy one to score. I mean, he did it fundamentally well. It wasn't just with talent. He did it with the jab. He did it with control and range, going to the body. Great night.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time.